So yeah, like you can sometimes they have things to kind of figure out like who's exceptional. Okay, if you ever watch The Apprentice or his job, like interview, like team product development stuff, like I could. You don't you ever think to yourself, I could do that so much better? Like I got ideas like all over the place. You might. Who knows where those people came from? They had people from Yale, how stupid as crap is, and they weren't even qualified in that specialty. They just want the job because it's cool and they think they'll make money. And they're not making money. And like, they don't, yeah. And okay, something else you should check out is pay-per-click stuff. Check out Google AdSense. Seriously, if you have a blog. Especially if you have blogspot.com. Some other sites support it too. And especially if you have like hella friends. Because then you know how to build like all that friendship stuff. You can just blog about whatever the crap you want. You just have to click on the site. That's the fucking truth. Yeah. Unless you put it on a specialty site where you actually know what the specialty is. Where you want it, and because you just figure out okay, what do I want to blog about? Because if they're willing to blog, because which is my curse that no one ever checks my site. Isn't that horrible? They don't want me. They don't like me. But they probably like you, because you probably have a blog, and usually like people bump up. They check your site. Yeah, you just need okay. The pay-per-click sites are for like okay, from 1 cent to $1,000 per click. Literally, okay. That's why you're watching where you look at MySpace or Facebook, because that guy's popular. Okay, they have support. Okay, I don't have that. I actually have 2 social networks too. There's like no one on there after inviting hella people and my personal friends, and they wouldn't even like join. But you have friends that would support you, so you would succeed. So I tell you this. Okay, there's a site, and because social networks you just matter. Sometimes there's template sites for that. There's teams like there's a site called Spruce.com. You can literally just make one. It's not authentically like unless you actually look up like programs like Joomla or Drupal, or you know how to do like programming, because you just buy a book on that and you create one. It's not like the guy from Facebook. He didn't create all that. He just probably bought a book and he looked online like how to do it, and then he probably created it. Facebook and MySpace were the first social networking sites in the world. Okay, there are a lot of them, and Google makes money same way Google AdSense, pay-per-click. Okay, so you have the lottery $1,000 click. That's the truth. Okay, that's the honest truth. And technically, like licensing is kind of cool because you have like an idea or product. You sell it to a company like a manufacturer, like you know all these generic products from the stores, like the Target brands, and like yeah, like you sell it to the store like that as a bundle. You don't actually have to manufacture it, and they keep on paying you. Like cool, but that doesn't work for me because I'm blacklisted. Not only am I blacklisted, I can't work in it because I'm too sick. I'm too busy going to doctors and stuff all the time, and I'm like too busy like hurting. Yeah. This sounds really bad, but literally I want to find a dude who would love me back, who would be willing to massage my boobs. Yeah, I said it. I want someone to massage my boobs and give me rub me all up. Cause I hurt. My whole body hurts. Like I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been thinking for the last 3 years that I'm dying. I don't know what the crap is wrong with me. Like I had blood in my shit, and then went away. I see a doctor who told me the truth. Like yeah. So my doctor, but okay, I admit that it's not my doctor's fault because she only has about 5 minutes with me. Because doctor's policies are like that. They only have about 5 minutes per patient, especially if it's a really busy clinic. Because otherwise they get complaints from staff and a bunch of other people because it's kind of like policy and things like that. And she doesn't ask me all the questions that I need. And I don't have it. Yeah, and also the idea of like the yearly physical exam. That's like an urban myth in medical science, and a lot of doctors don't even care about that. Like the doctors I've seen, because like you have to request one, and most people are like scared of that stuff, so they can't figure out what's wrong with them. I have like all sorts of digestion problems. So some of my friends are telling me like based on energy science, like I should look into that because and it's true. Okay, it really works. It helps anxiety. It's not just like relax. You can use for like relax. You're going to like that stuff really works. Like some people think it's like vampirism or something like that because it works so well. Like but you have to develop that visualization or have like a person do it for you that actually has it, and it works because anything you can develop it. Any person can develop it, regardless if you have it or not. A gift. It's just like yeah, and technically that's okay, if you think about it, there are people such as psychic healers and kids. And if Jesus was a natural healer, and Jesus wanted people to learn this stuff, you think about Paul in the Bible and Jesus when Paul walked on the water, he wanted that. That's why he had disciples to teach that the apostles. And that's the if you're the Christian aspect. The Buddha had to learn everything from the holy men in the jungle. Okay, and also to be able to actually learn how to. And technically, the Sakyamuni line still exists. It still exists. They have it on different sites and stuff like that. And only that. So the Sakyamuni line is the line of the Gautama Siddhartha, the Buddha, and technically they have to. The Tibetan monks have to seek them out to ask them permission. They don't steal a kid. They have to ask permission from the kid and the parents to bring the kid over there to train when they have a son or a daughter. But they prefer a son because like guys, because they can carry on their family name. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. Because if you think about it, the Buddha wasn't a virgin, okay? He had a wife, and in the story, he had a child. And before he left to go find the truth, he left his child, Raja, or Raul, or whatever his name is. I don't know his name. and his wife, he left and he went to leave the castle. But the thing that they don't ever say like afterwards was okay. They say because some people say he was a monk forever, but then he came back to rule to finish his ruling of being prince after, or to kind of go on and off of that. And technically, Jesus. Okay, something else that they don't actually ever say is like, okay, you know how in the Bible Jesus, they said Jesus came back after 3 days after in his tomb, but doesn't that mean he's alive now? I don't know. But everyone says he's dead. So I don't know. But the thing is, they reenact the crucifixion. You know, the nails, the cross, everything. The different people. Like they volunteered to do it, okay, to be like him because they love him so much. Like they do in the Philippines, different parts of Europe, in China, especially the Philippines, where they have like whips and then they hurt themselves and everything. But they live, you know. Like there are actually women that have actually volunteered for that in the Philippines, in Disney, in Disneyland. So some parts because there's a Disneyland in different parts of the world. There's one in Tokyo. And there's actually one in there's one in Florida, but there's different ones in California. So you imagine how many different Disneylands there are out there. Like they literally like have had I don't know if they still have it around, but they had a Jesus land. Can you freaking believe that? A Jesus land with crucifixion and everything. Like yeah, like like they're off their blocker like crazy. You know, like who the crap is like in charge? Like I could do the job so much better. Yeah, I think of anybody. I feel that Disney doesn't make enough cartoons. They should be highlighting the cartoons because their merchandise is about cartoons. All their merchandise is about Miley Cyrus and things like that. All the Justin Bieber or whatever crap that is. No offense, yeah, Mr. Justin Bieber, really hot, but like, there's other cartoons, man. Yeah, they got the Tinkerbell. They got like the give the people what they want. We want Tinkerbell. We want a new Tinkerbell. Why are you stuck with the old merchandise? Because technically, why aren't they making more cartoons? Because they have Hercules. Why isn't Hercules ever on there? He's a hot blonde guy. Like they're gonna go all like yeah, you're rustic rustic Euro influence like cartoon land like with Beauty and the Beast and stuff. Yeah, shouldn't they go like that around with everything else? They could really industrialize on a lot of stuff and like go forward. And if all the stuff like cartoons, unless they're saying they don't want to do animation. I know a lot of people from animation illustration and a lot of schools who want those jobs. Okay, who want to make animation. Yeah, I know people who might not even care about the labor laws. They just want to draw, like me. Except I can't do that right now because like I can't. But I'm getting to it. I just haven't animated for a long time. I've been uploading it and stuff because honestly I feel like I suck. But see, that's unfair because for animation illustration to have to be like that because technically okay back in like the 80s and 70s and 60s as a 19-year-old, and I know some people like this who are professionals right now, you could just like interview at a studio and they'll train you everything. They'll make it easier than school compared to the university. I don't know if it's still like that now. Did you know Pixar actually has a university? I don't actually know if it's clear or not because I don't know. Okay, whether you have to pay for it or you have to work there in order to like, attend the university. So which means they might train you. But technically, as to work in the demo reel, but it's really competitive out there because like the graphics are so awesome. But if you think about individual jobs, right? If you think about a cause, any kind of cause, if you can fund it yourself, because I mean, how much are you as a person get you paid anyways? And if you're all the programs and everything else like that, and you're working in your bedroom, or because who says you have to just put a sign on your door. There's a lot of salons that they have like in juncture to someone's house. So imagine like pick a room and that's where you work. There's a lot of businesses like that, and if you don't justify with someone else, yeah, because you say you're an independent contractor, you have to have a business, So you could literally like, okay, I know someone who literally just like I met him once, but I didn't come back because I was going through a shit, and I can come back, and the girl who invited me like she didn't want me to come back because she wanted the opportunity for something because she was offering a job, because he's opening a studio. And like I wanted the job, but they said I sucked too much. So like but I think he was saying like he's gonna train anybody who wanted to learn animation, and he made it a lot easier than anything my professors did. I was from an animation school. Sensei's known as what like okay according to them, one of the best small communities of animation schools in the Tri area or in a lot of places. But I don't really know like the that's true or not. But I know I like the people. They're fun. At their at the different like events, they throw food at people. See that's practical. Compare all that other crap that everybody else does, right? Yeah. All the other schools they don't give food, okay? They throw bread at you. That's why you go to San Jose State. And Rice Krispies. Of course I never get those because I'm not good at catching things and you got all those people to fight against. And you can win a box of cup of noodles. See how much they care about you. I'm not advertising for them because I want to go there. I'm just advertising as an option, say if you actually want to go to school. Because technically going to university is better than going to no school. And technically, actually there's even trade schools. And there's a lot of schools you can go free. I went to San Jose State completely for free. The whole time I even had extra money from tuition. like that they give from the grants. If you have like semi-good grades, like at least a 2.5 or 2.8, above a 2.8, so that's not even a 4 point or 6 point something, right? Yeah, like some schools give you like a 6 point because they have all honors classes and all this stuff, or AP, whatever, you know. And you probably have all that anyways. You should, yeah. Okay, if you're worried about school, you should try everything to the best you can. You probably are like that.